Hello, everyone. This is Ed Anderson with the Legacy Builders Group. I'm a co-host for this meeting tonight, and I have with me Paul Hanson, who will serve as the moderator. And Paul is from near Thousand Oaks, California, which is actual city is Moore Park. So, Paul, let her rip.
You got it. Thanks, Ed. So good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? So just a quick intro here. As Ed told you, I'm Paul Hanson, and along with Ed, we welcome you to our webcast. We do these every Tuesday evening at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We are the Legacy Builders Group, creating generational wealth. So what we want to talk to you about is money, since that's the usual scorecard for relating to legacy. And, I understand money isn't everything. One of my all-time favorite quotes goes back to Rita Davenport, because I think she put it in the absolute perfect perspective when she said, money isn't everything, but it's right up there with oxygen. So to begin, not to really bore you, but just to give you a little background on us, I've been in business the majority of my life, everything from running an automobile dealership to my own real estate office, financial markets, and investing. I've owned and operated multiple businesses. And I've been involved in direct sales, excuse me, and network marketing for 30 plus years. And Ed, my co-host, is a retired stockbroker, and after retirement has spent his years in network marketing. See, our vision and our focus is to bring an awareness and an understanding to this idea of legacy creation through what we've discovered within our business, and then, of course, pass it on to our members and associates. As you all know, we all create our own legacy one way or another. So we want to show you some ways to build yours. And I realize, this idea of legacy creation is a fairly big idea. And we want to show you more than one way to accomplish legacy creation for you and your family and your significant others. No one gets excited by small things or small ideas, right? And what we want to share with you can literally change your fortune and potentially open your eyes to a whole new world that very few really know about. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I'm going to show you how to assure yourself a way to acquire and participate in a very lucrative market. This is where the rich and the well-connected have used this secret for years, and how we will help you to the success you desire through our very unique and friendly marketing plan. We're going to answer some questions that you probably have. Now, these are pretty basic, and we understand that, but they're still fairly obvious questions that we do get. One of the first ones is, it's simple. Of course, does it work, right? And a big one is, will I get assistance? And then, of course, can I do it? Now, I realize these are, fairly rudimentary. So if you have questions along the way, please put them into the Q&A, because we want to address them at the end of the presentation. So what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about an age-old commodity. It's been around for thousands of years. It's something that's been immortalized through the ages and sought after by kings, world leaders, and the wealthy. It's gold and silver in today's market. And one of the things that you'll probably recognize this name here that you see on the screen, Robert Kiyosaki of Rich Dad, Poor Dad fame. He said that, made this quote, some time ago. He said, gold and silver is God's money. It's money made by God. And then in 1971, the US government under President Nixon took God's money and turned it into man-made money. Now, there's a short clip here that where Robert is talking to a young millennial and talks about why you should buy gold and silver.
There's three kinds of money today that you guys got to be aware of. One is God's money, and God's money is gold and silver. So this is silver, and this is gold. The reason I brought it is most people don't know what it looks like. And then there's government money, which is fiat currency, which is the dollar, the yen, the peso, the euro, the yuan. Fake. And everybody's working hard for it. It's like eating fake food or drinking fake water. That's why people are getting sick financially, because they're working for fake money.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's fake assets, which was another part of the fake millennial, the fake generation series. But the reason I brought this here is most people haven't seen it. This here is real silver, plata. Okay. That's what it looks like. And so in 1972, and this here is gold.
Yeah.
This is God's money. This is what God's money looks like.
Yeah.
The reason I call it God's money is you can't fake it. You know, you can fake it with a fake ETF, like a gold ETF or a silver, which I don't touch because it smells as bad as the guys that printed that crap. You know what I mean? Jesus. But this is real money. So you look at this here. When I first started buying that, that was $1.40.
Yeah.
Today, that's $16. And this here is oro, gold. And the reason we brought it in is most people haven't seen or touched. This is real. This is God's money. Why did I say it's God's money? Because it was here when the earth was created.
Yeah.
And it'll be here when we're all dead and gone. When you're saving those fake dollars, this will still be here.
Yeah.
Or those fake ETFs or those fake stocks. So this here is called a green box. There's 500 of these little tubes like this.
Wow.
500 coins in here. And this is one, which is worth more.
Which one's worth more? The gold.
Yeah, this is worth more than all that. Now, the reason I say this is because for your generation, this could be the biggest opportunity you'll ever see. I'm not making any commissions on this stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But if you look at what happened with the fake central bank, see, the purpose of the central bank or the Fed or all, you know, the Japanese, the Bank of Japan, or the European Central Bank, they pump out fake money. The purpose of central banks like the Fed is to protect the banks, not you. They're a criminal operation as far as I'm concerned. You're going to find that most of my talks is about the Fed. So I would recommend you guys buy this stuff.
Yeah.
Don't save money. Don't save government money, because they're corrupt as hell, as you know.
Yeah.
Save God's money.
So to carry on that point, we'll see here, this was a quick market roundup from 2020. And you'll see at the top of this list over here, silver and gold. And you'll see the percentage of return greatly eclipsed any of the other equities and commodities that are on this list. Silver at 47.4% return and gold at 24.6%. Now, there is one asset class that is curiously missing, of course, and that happens to be cryptocurrency. So anybody that had been in crypto for 2020, you probably were pretty elated with the returns you were getting, except that if you hung on to all of that going into 2021, you may have been a little deflated when it lost 50% of its value. So one of the things for sure that we're seeing is that gold and silver retain their purchasing power. And this has been true throughout the ages. So what we want to introduce you to tonight is our company. It's called 7K Metals. And we want to introduce you to the 7K Wealth Strategies. And one of the things we want first to introduce you to, and this is quite important because this is one of the most innovative technologies put forth to the precious metals industry. And it was 7K that put this on the map. And it's called the Sound Money Wallet. I have a quick video here which gives you a broad overview of what this Sound Money Wallet is all about. So I'll just play that for you quickly. So in addition to that, one of the things that we offer is private vaults. If, you know, particularly if you don't feel secure storing it in your own home, we offer a private box. It's 100% insured by Lloyd's of London, military grade security, inventory management. There's movement tracking. You have electronic visibility, and that includes free monthly storage. So that is part of the member benefits that we're going to be talking to you tonight about with 7K Metals. It is truly, with the Sound Money Wallet, it's truly the new age of precious metals, and it's 100% backed by physical inventory, as you saw in the short video. Ed, you had quite an analogy that you brought up the other day, and also some important points about the Sound Money Wallet.
Right, yeah. This is about a membership program at 7K. This is an important concept that they've got with the Sound Money Wallet. You know, I promise you, as you're collecting coins, and collecting gold and silver, and you're also collecting membership, as you do that, everyone you talk to, they're thinking, that's all fine and dandy. And they might even be speaking it out loud to you. This is all fine and dandy, but if I want to liquidate, if I want to sell assets, part or all, how do I do that? And this is the answer for it, because what you can do is instantly, with one click of the mouse, you're going to be able to move money to gold or to silver or back to gold or to Bitcoin or to cash. And you can do that just instantly. And that makes such a big difference. And if you want your gold and silver sent to you, and then the very next day, it's going to be FedEx to you. So it doesn't matter. There's no minimums. There's no maximums. You can even do fractional coins. So it's really, really convenient. And it's important because it's what everybody's asking, and it provides that liquidity that you really need. This is an important deal.
Yeah, and I think it's it's something that should be stressed, because I think a lot of people, when they think about getting into silver and gold or purchasing it, they go, well, I can't afford it. And yes, you can, because even if you're starting with $5, you can do it, and do it as much and often as you want.
A little bit of money over time.
Yep, absolutely. Create a savings account for yourself, and especially given what we're faced with these days, this makes a perfect hedge for you. It's a place where you can buy, store, trade it, cash it out, and more. And it literally puts the power in your hands with zero hassles and zero headaches.
Available for members only.
Exactly. Now, the sound money is how we take back our future. One of the things, this is going through everybody's mind right now, I'm sure. We're seeing higher costs, added financial pressures, and this is a short video clip which really exemplifies what I'm talking about.
Let me ask you a question. Are you working harder for your money just to cover the basics, but your money just doesn't seem to go as far? Look, it's not just you, and you're not alone. Higher costs and added financial pressures on families today are causing fear, uncertainty, and doubt on a large scale. In fact, as of May 2017, 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense, and they'd have to rely on credit cards, selling something, or borrowing the money if such an event arose. So the question is, what's happening with your money? Look, it's in the numbers. In 1913, the Federal Reserve was created. In 2013, your dollar bill's buying power has been reduced to 5 cents. The dollar has lost around 96% of its value since the Federal Reserve was created in 1913. Look, here's how it hits you at home. This is the price increases from 2000 to 2018. If you eat food at home, the price of eating food has gone up by 43%, 59% if you eat out. You have to heat your home, your heat sources have gone up 99%. Car insurance, this is mandatory stuff, things you have to have. 90%, 97% increase in car insurance. Water and sewer, 133%. How many of you have loved ones that you would love to see go to college, either your children or your grandchildren, and yet their college tuition has gone up by 151% since 2000? Now, let me ask you this. Are medical costs going to increase or decrease the older we get and the longer we live? They're only going to increase, and it's going to cost much, much more. In fact, from 2018, your medical care expenses have gone up by 97%. So, do you mind if we show you the case for sound money? Don't worry. It's just a fancy name for gold and silver. In fact, gold and silver is one of the secrets the wealthy have used for ages to amass and protect their wealth. In fact, governments and financial institutions know and use the secret, and they are the largest holders of gold and silver in the world today.
So along with that, these are probably the biggest 5 reasons for sound money, hence gold and silver. First and foremost, it's a hedge against poor government decisions and potential economic collapse. Wealth accumulation, wealth protection, of course, and then a way to diversify your portfolio. And in addition, coin collecting, which we'll be talking about a little bit as well. And Ed, I think you had some points
Right.
that you wanted to talk about on these
they're-
5.
Yeah, they're all they're all important points, but I kind of focus in on that number 2 and 3. Everybody is looking to accumulate wealth. After all, that's how you can accomplish a legacy. And so you work your what off to do that, and you set goals and objectives, and maybe you obtain them. But guess what? Inflation, and that topic just frags me, just really aggravates me. Inflation comes along, and what you thought you needed, maybe you needed twice that much, because the purchasing power of the money that you've accumulated has gone to in a handbasket. And so it's just outright theft, in my opinion. There was just the other day that I saw another graph which was talking about in the last 5 decades, 50 years. In the last 5 decades, let's say that you started with the dollar was worth 1, and its value now after 5 decades is only 15%. 15 cents on a dollar just in the last 50 years. I know we had that other example, but prices. It's like you put a lobster in a pot of cold water and you turn the heat on. Everything's okay, but all of a sudden it's boiling. You're torched, and that's what's happening with inflation, and that's why it's really important to find a way to hedge against the loss of purchasing power with the hard-earned money you've already accumulated. And that's what this is all about. Because without an answer for this, you're a rudderless ship.
Absolutely. That's so true. Good points. Good points. I want to give you just a quick overview about 7K metals and just some points here to consider when we talk about 7K metals and some things that you should know about. First and foremost, we're an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. We are an NGC authorized dealer. NGC stands for Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. You see the logo up here in the right-hand corner. We have vaults insured by Lloyd's of London. The co-founder is billionaire Roger Ball. You probably heard of the company that he started called Melaleuca. Our company has 0 debt. It's beginning its 5th year in business, and it just built a new home office in Idaho Falls, and we ship using FedEx. And we also use the Plaid network to connect to banks. Now, this is one of the most secure networks that's used by many major firms for your personal security. So just as an overview of 7K metals, some of the things we need to consider and how we need to think about 7K metals. We are a premier membership. It's like Costco or Sam's Club, except it's for those who want to buy gold and silver. And many of our members simply buy the annual membership for all the membership benefits and never tell another person. See, there's plenty of benefits that we're going to go into and explain for you. It's not just being able to buy silver bullion, but there's many other aspects to this as well. Also, remember, you're not buying anything with 7K metals. You're actually transferring wealth from a declining fiat paper dollar to appreciating assets. And as Robert Kiyosaki reminded us, gold and silver is God's money. It's been used for over 6,000 plus years, and it has eternal properties that cannot be duplicated or faked. And Ed, I know you had an exclamation point on at
Yeah.
least one of these.
Yeah, you're not buying anything. Bullet point number 3 there. You're transferring wealth. That's basically, it's a reallocation. You've earned the money. And you're not consuming anything. You're just reallocating because it's the proper thing to do, in your opinion, to reallocate into sound money with part, if not all, of your fiat money. You'll make that decision through consultation as far as what your allocations should be. And, think of it like on a portfolio basis, it's a reallocation of funds. So you're not buying, you're not consuming, you're transferring wealth because it makes sense given the times we're in right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Appreciable
you're cutting
assets.
out the middleman, by the way.
Exactly. We're
Through the
talking about
membership here.
appreciable assets, not
Yeah.
depreciable assets. And that's key. And there we go. Now, some of the things that we talk about in 7K metals, and this part of 7K metals education, is the types of silver. And it ranges from junk silver all the way up to numismatics. Now, we do not deal with junk silver. Now, these are the dimes and quarters and dollars that are minted 1964 and prior. They are 90% silver, and some of the nickels from the World War II years. But we do deal with bullion all the way up to numismatics. Now, the bullion typically, it's delivered in slabs coins or bars like you see here. Typically, this is for larger purchases. The bars come in 10 or 100 ounces or larger. Government struck bullion like the Silver Eagle Lady Liberty coin that you see here, which is a highly recognized coin. And then we have silver proofs. These are lower mintages, much lower than bullion counterparts. They're rare and limited numbers and usually come with a certificate as well. And then the numismatics. Now, these are rare and special collector's editions. They've been graded and they're protected in a case. They've never been touched by human hands. So in speaking about numismatics, is really only about 5% of the coins that are struck that qualify as an MS-70 in perfect condition. So you say, what is a 70? Well, NGC defines a mint state or a proof 70 coin as having no post-production imperfections at 5 times magnification. So over here on the right, you'll see the Sheldon grading scale. What we deal with predominantly are MS and PF 70s, which are perfect coins. On occasion, yes, we will have some 69s, and typically they're not the coins that are within our personal mintage, but some of the coins that we go out and purchase for some of the unique coin drops, which we're going to talk about in a little bit too. So one of the things that the peculiarities, I would say, about MS-70 coins is that they have the ability to go far above the spot price of silver, as you'll see here in these examples. Bottom left here, we have a silver marble Black Panther coin. This is a 1 ounce silver coin. It was put up for sale on eBay for $2,200. Now, I don't know what it sold for, but probably at or near that price. I can tell you that the one up here on the right, the 1999 Silver Eagle, was offered at $11,700. And this particular coin, I know actually 11.7 is actually a pretty bargain price, because 1999 Silver Eagles is sold for as high as $19,000. See, it's the rarity of the story and the artwork that can be more valuable, obviously, than the actual raw silver. One of the things we're very proud of is our exclusive deal with Miles Standish. Miles is a very, very prominent numismatist. He's an author, a coin grader, and an innovator. He is also vice president of NGC, and we have an exclusive collaboration with him where he is doing a number of our series, one of which you see here down on the lower right, the Miss Liberty coin series, which was fairly recent. Here's an example of the Miss Liberty coin. This particular 1 ounce coin was sold to us as members for $200 about a year ago. This is recently put up for sale on eBay for $795. Now, I don't know if it's sold at that, but probably near that price. But this just gives you an example of some of the valuation that the value that we're getting from the membership and what he has designed
Hey,
for us.
Paul, let me ask you now.
Yep.
Speaking of membership and the value of membership, because the 7K's relationship with Miles Standish, we have an exclusive on this. Okay?
Right.
And they brought this coin out at $200 approximately a year ago. And so that's selling at $795 right now, or thereabouts. So
Maybe
what
more.
We got a $600 profit approximately.
Yep.
Assuming you sold it, but your return on your investment is up $600, which is approximately triple.
Yeah.
Is that better than Passbook?
Yeah. We don't have to convince me anymore.
Right? Just a tad bit. Now,
Yeah.
obviously you got to sell it at that price to get this, but I want to give you an idea of value, why having a membership at 7K can be very, very valuable.
Exactly. So one of the things, this is another series that Miles has just released, and through 7K, of course. This is exclusive to us. This came out July 4th. What you see pictured here is a 1, 2, and a 5-ounce coin that will be released later on. Right now, we're releasing a series of 1/2-ounce coins, which chronicle Ben Franklin's life and kind of the positions that he held throughout his life, and very, very unique coins. And one of the reasons I've got a short video clip here I want to play for you. And the reason why I want to do it is that showing you some of these coins on a 2-dimensional screen here, you really don't get the full impact of what these coins really, really look like. This video will do a much better depiction of that, especially when we talk about 3-dimensional relief, because these coins are absolutely stunning, as you'll see here in this short video.
An American icon, an American hero, an American life. Introducing a brand new Miles Standish design coin series. An American life, only from 7K.
Tremendous series. Now, this was another coin that captured the imagination of a lot of people around the world. It's the Hunters by Night series. This happens to be the Black Panther. This was a 2-ounce proof 70. It was offered to us for $479. And this gives you an example of the buying power that 7K has and the enormous value that we get as members, because this particular coin, there's only 888 of them minted for the world, right? It's done. So, and you'll see up here in the upper right-hand corner, dazzling coins. When this was offered to us for $479, at the same time, Dazzling Coins was selling this for $989. And now these coins are all sold out. You can't find a 2-ounce Panther. If you do, you're going to pay probably a lot more than what you see here on the screen right now. TWC in Europe sold this coin for 999 euros, which equates to about 1,200 US dollars. So just another example of the valuation that we're getting on these collectibles.
Hey, Paul, can I make a comment here?
Absolutely.
I got started with this company in January. Thank you for telling me about it. And I thought, well, I'm going to buy some coins here and there, silver coins, because of the way the economy is and all that and everything. And then we had this one call with the Zoom call with the company, which we have every Monday, and they illustrated this coin. This coin is what really cemented me into it. It really got me. I had no idea this kind of stuff existed. A coin like this. Here you got a coin. There's only 888 of these. That's the mintage, period, forever. 888 of those. And look at those eyes. This is just an incredible coin. And membership has value, because how could anybody just starting off collecting coins for the first time in their life ever find out about something like this?
Yeah, never know where to go.
Yeah, how would you know? You knew because 7K is presenting it to us, and they're not out there scalping us. Look at the price.
Yeah. And the other thing too, we're going to talk a little bit more about this mint that we have an exclusive relationship with as well. This is going to be extremely exciting, because we have a 5 ounce of this coin. It's being minted exclusively for 7K metals. You can get one of these with a membership. Okay, so let's talk about some of our coins that we're minting, some more of the Miles Standish coins. And this is the 2 ounce, Miss Liberty. You saw the 1 ounce earlier. This is a 2 ounce proof 70. Was sold to us for $299, right? Current market value. Yeah, current market value, $950. This is when I made the slide, so I don't know where it is right now. It could be more. And by the way, I'm going to demonstrate and show you where this market value pricing came from in just a minute.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you how those prices.
Yeah, so that everybody understands that these weren't just drawn out of a hat. Okay,
it's not Kentucky windage. These are real numbers. Yeah.
That's right. So now you've got on the right here, the Montana, this butterfly, the morning cloak butterfly. This is part of our U.S. state animal series. Now there's 50 of these coins that are minted. Okay, low mintage. This is part of our auto saver, which we're going to talk to you about. The purchase price on this is $139. You can get each of these for $139. This one has a current market value of $546 right now. When I did this slide.
Yeah.
Yep. Now here's another series. This is a fairly new series. This came out March 15th, the Ides of March, for all you history buffs. And of course, we had to start it with the Caesar coin, right? The purchase, now this is a 1 ounce silver, antique silver, high relief coin, all right? And the purchase price for this was $349. Current market value, $844.
I think it's higher than that now, isn't it?
I believe it is. I believe it is. This is when I, made this slide. And then 2 weeks later, it was followed up by Brutus. This is, again, another 1 ounce silver, antique silver coin, $349. Market value, $633. Now, the other thing to note on these coins is that there are only 500 of each of these coins minted in a series of 12 coins. So it's the rarity, as I said before, it's the rarity, the story, and the brilliance of these coins, and the work of art that it encapsulates. Now, to show you why and where these prices came from, one of the things that 7K struggled with, and frankly, anybody who has ever bought a graded coin has always struggled with, is where do I buy and sell them? Yeah, you got coin dealers and all that, but then you're going through a negotiation process and you really don't know, where's the true market value, et cetera. Well, they saw an opportunity here to start another company. This is outside of 7K, although they instigated this. It's called Stack and Sell. So what this does, basically, it allows buyers and sellers to come together to buy and sell their graded coins, similar to what you see up here, they can do it anonymously, all right? 7K or Stack and Sell acts as an escrow, for lack of a better term. Those of you familiar with real estate, it's a disinterested third party which authenticates the purchase, the buy and the sell. And that's exactly what Stack and Sell does, where you take your graded coins, you can scan them through this barcode into the online website. So you have your entire inventory right there. And if you wish to sell any of those, you simply put them into the marketplace with your asking price, and you'll see what kind of bids you get on that. And then what happens is Stack and Sell will authenticate it and collect the monies and collect the coin, and exchange is done without seller and buyer even knowing one another. Now, Ed, you and I have been beta on this, and this is working just tremendous. I know you've used it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were both beta. You remember back at the beginning of this presentation, we were talking. I was speaking to the fact that everybody was, when you talk about the sound money wallet, everybody is wondering how do I sell my gold and silver bullion, the circulated coins, if I need to sell it and raise some cash for whatever reason. Well, everybody's thinking that. Well, I can promise you, everybody's thinking that same thing in reference to the numismatic coins. And that's where Stack and Sell helps us. That's the answer to that. It's a major issue that they've solved. 7K has solved. And that's by doing this. Just as you mentioned, you scan all your coins, the graded coins, the ones with the barcodes in there. You scan them into your system, and you can keep track of all your inventory that way. There's no cost to do this. And then at some point, if you want to liquidate it, if you want to sell this coin or that coin, what happens is you just click on the mouse, put it into the marketplace. And what happens is they perform a broker function at this point. They find a buyer for the seller. And then they know what the latest price was. And it's like a Carfax, if you will. You know where that car has been. And so you can see the latest price. And so therefore, they can authenticate, as indicated there, they can authenticate this whole transaction. And so if you're a buyer now, you don't have to worry about getting hosed, because you're paying a price that's similar to you agree upon a price that's similar to what it was before, just like a real estate listing. This house next door is sold at $1 million. I'm going to offer 950. Where I'm going to offer $1.1 million, whatever. So you get in that starting point and starting place, and I promise you, what's beautiful about this, you've eliminated the possibility of forgery and graft and anything else there. So really this is huge. This really is a good deal.
Yeah,
This Stack and Sell.
it really is. And just as a reminder, this is where these numbers came from.
Yeah.
Right from Stack and Sell.
If you go and Stack and Sell, that 844, the last time I looked, is like 950 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. I'm not sure on Brutus, but
I'm not either.
but this is where the numbers come from, through Stack and Sell.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really a godsend to our industry, for sure.
Yeah.
One of the important things too is that we want to remind you, 7K Metals, we are a direct dealer to the US Mint and the CIT Mint and some others as well. But these are two prominent ones that we deal with. And why is this important? Well, because you can feel confident you're not having to deal with any middlemen, okay? You're dealing directly with the dealer. So you're getting dealer direct pricing for the coins, like Silver Eagles, like the numismatics that you see here, the collectibles.
Hey, Paul.
Yep.
I'm sorry, stepping on your toes there.
No, that's all right.
You know, this is another item that really struck home for me. Really struck home for me. The relationships of 7K that they have developed over time here with people like Miles Standish, who is one of the was awarded one of the top 10 numismatics in the last 50 years. That's not what we're saying. He won the award from the industry, and he's with a VP for NGC. So you know he's not with us, but we collaborate with him. With CIT, a mint out of Liechtenstein, they've won 4 of the last 5 years the top mint in the world with respect to technological advances in minting. They're the best.
In fact,
They're the best.
Yeah, in fact, in that corporate call last night, it was mentioned that CIT leads the world. And one of the biggest things is it's called their smart minting process. They are the only mint in the world that has 3-dimensional relief on both sides of the coin, and not another mint can figure it out.
Yeah.
So it's pretty exciting dealing with these.
So
people.
what are you doing here? What we're doing is we're collaborating with the best.
Yep. Absolutely.
And I've always been taught that if you work with the best, what kind of product are you going to get? The best.
Yep.
Absolutely. It's important.
It is important.
I mean, it says a lot to what 7K is and what the membership means.
Yep. So one of the things, this is quite a story. And it's, as the question says here, what if I told you that we all made the $1.2 million mistake? And it really gets down to awareness and discipline. And I want you to keep those two ideas in mind as you watch this, and as what we tell you about in this presentation tonight, because this is very real. And I believe I know I kicked myself for not even being aware, and then asking myself, would I have had the discipline to do this? Here's what we're talking about.
The $1.2 million mistake. Take this scenario as an example. Let's say you wanted to purchase a brand new Mustang in 1965. It would have cost you around $2,500 or 2,500 silver coins. Today, the same 2,500 won't get you the car, but the same 2,500 silver coins could buy you 2 cars. As you can see here, while the US dollar has lost its value over time, gold and silver has maintained its purchasing power. So what would have happened if you knew this was going to occur and started purchasing silver? Let me show you. It begins with the MS-70 Silver Eagle. MS stands for Mint State. It's a grading system, and an MS-70 coin means the coin is in its perfect condition. If you had purchased one of these coins every single month since 1986, you would be sitting on a $1.2 million portfolio. And get this, that $1.2 million portfolio would have only cost you $50,000. That's the $1.2 million mistake.
So how many of you don't you wish you were aware of that? And the other question is, do you have would we have the discipline to buy one of those every month? Probably not, because we tend to forget, don't we? Well, we're going to solve that problem too. So you may be asking yourself this question: what's in it for me? And then, of course, I get this a lot. This has to be expensive, right? Well, no, it's not. A basic membership to 7K Metals is $199. This is annual membership. This is a good start for new people. Comes with top-notch buyer and collectors training. You get 3 months of technology credits and 1 gem uncirculated coin. We're going to cover the technology credits here in just a little bit and what that means. But this is a good place to start for those of you that just want to collect some silver and engage in the other member benefits along the way as well. Now this is our premium membership. It's $499 for the year, And this is best for business builders who want to make serious money. You get 2 coins here, an MS-70 variety coin and a silver bullion coin. This is, again, you get top-notch buyer and collectors training. With this one, you get technology credits for the entire year, and of course, other marketing materials, which include wealth strategy books and business cards. And Ed, you had a good explanation on the technology credits.
Yeah, well, the technology credits, what that is about, it's a CRM for your cell phone. It's a free app. And so basically you download the app and it's got loaded into it. I don't know how many videos are there. I got to remember that count.
Quite a few.
Yeah, there's a lot on all different types of subjects. And so the idea is that you download your database into the app, and you can certainly send out these videos to people you want to share the opportunity with, or share the idea of getting the coins. And so it just makes your whole sharing concept easier, and so it's very valuable. I send those videos out to all the time. If somebody says, "Tell me more," that's the first place I go. Most of the time is send them a video.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an easy way to introduce somebody to our business. And as you've noticed, you saw some point totals down here. I'm going to explain that to you in a little bit too. But before I do that, I want to bring up something that we're probably most noted for, and that's really what we used to call the coin of the month, or our auto saver program. Again, this gets back to that idea of discipline. And so we have 3 levels here within our auto saver program. We have basic, variety, and specialty. The basic is is MS-70 Silver Eagle, or a standard 7K labeled MS-70 Silver Eagle to your door every month. The variety, this is part of our US State Animal Series. Again, here there's 50 coins eventually. This was only started about 7-8 months ago. And so there's still the bulk of the coins are, still coming into play. So this is, and you saw an example of the Montana morning cloak butterfly. And then we have the specialty coin. Now we just released it this month. This is a 0.5 gram gold coin of the US State Animal Series. Now this series just got started. So this is something you can jump on and probably capture all of them, all 50 within that. So, and there's a good chance within the variety too that all 50 coins can still be captured. So that is our auto saver program. And at this point, like it says here, I could probably stop and it would be plenty, but you can actually earn commissions too. And there's multiple ways to earn. As you saw in the membership, there were point totals there of 50 and 150 points. So you can accrue these, and I'll get into an explanation of what this means here in just a second. The monthly autosaver program is going to award you 15 or 20 points, depending on which one it is. The rare coin sales between 2 and 50 points. And then you also have retail sales. This is anybody that would visit your website and purchase anything without membership, of course. So you would retain a percentage of those sales. And then, as it says here, every time a new member joins your team, or a monthly auto saver coin is ordered, whether you shared it with them or another active associate on your team, you will collect points towards a cycle check. So what am I talking about? Well, let's talk a little bit about our compensation plan. Basically, it is building 2 teams, a left team and a right team is the easiest way to explain it. And this chart does a good example of that. To become commission qualified, you must become an associate. How you become an associate is you enroll a member on your left side and a member on your right side. Now, for sake of example, let's say they both started with the premium plan, which is 150 points left and 150 points right. Now, this qualifies you for a maximum weekly payout up to $500. So one of the things that we're most proud of is that we encourage, and absolutely the only way for any of us to rank up within this compensation plan is to help our people rank. So in order for these people to become commission qualified, they need to do the same thing. So let's say we just we start the process and we add another one here on the left and we add another one here on the right under these people. So now we have a total of 300 points left, 300 points right. Now we're not up to the maximum weekly payout, but we've eclipsed the payment threshold of $250. So you get a check cut to you for $250. Now bear in mind, this was 300 and 300. You have 50 points left over to go towards your next cycle check. So if you happen to get another 200 points left and right within that same week, they'll cut you another check for a maximum weekly payout of $500. Now, to advance within this compensation plan, it's pretty simple. They need to become an associate. So you need an associate on your left, an associate on your right. You become a copper. And you now have a maximum weekly payout of up to $1,000. To become a bronze, you need a copper on your left and a copper on your right. Maximum weekly payout, $2,000. And it goes on all the way up to presidential gold, up to $12,500. And I think, Ed, if I'm not mistaken, I could probably do pretty well on 12.5. How about you?
Yeah, 12.5 a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a week. So let me restate what you're saying, just for simplicity purposes.
Absolutely.
All right, so you come in and you share, it's called a share plan. You share this with other people that you think would benefit from owning gold and silver. And so they acquire a membership. They do the premium, so that's 150 points on the left, 150 points on the right. That makes them qualified for commissions, right? So if they help one person, if that one on the left get a person, and then the one on the right get a new enrollment, that will give them 150 points plus 150 on the left side for a total of 300, 150 points on the right plus 150, a total of 300. And so because of that, you're going to make a $250 check, and it pays weekly, and you got 50 points left over that rolls to the next, what we call cycle. So to become a copper, you need 2 people on the left, 2 people on the right, and then you have 1 associate on the left and 1 associate on the right. And so rinse and repeat. So basically, this is about sharing and ranking up the bank up. So it behooves us to help those people in our team to rank up. So don't get wigged out about the compensation plan. It's really simple once you get the idea. It may be a little confusing at first, but I promise you, it's to everybody's benefit that we're going to teach you that and make it simple for you, and just put it into action and you'll make money. The return on investment on this is very quick if you just share.
Yeah.
Just share. So
Yeah.
this is really the best plan I've ever done, that I've ever been with. It really is. It's the fairest. It's just a simple program. I couldn't be more excited about it.
I've seen more people get checks more quickly than literally any other program that I've been associated with.
Yeah.
And that's true. Now, this is another, well, we want to say bonus, I guess, that the company puts out. And this is something that's a standing bonus. If you go to the silver rank within 90 days, the company awards you a 100-ounce silver bar. Yeah, that's the $3,000 bar, right? So we saw a bunch of these handed out at the regional convention that we attended, Ed and I attended back in May in Salt Lake City. And that was pretty amazing, right, Ed?
What was I heard the number, if I recall, my recollection here was they did about $100,000 worth of these, right?
Yeah, pretty close.
So if that is accurate, in their $3,000 bar or thereabouts, so that's approximately 30 people in a 90-day period ranked up to the silver area, and then you have to hold it for 45 days. So it's not like it was impossible. it's not like one of these bonuses that nobody ever gets. This is a pretty significant bonus, and a lot of people are getting it. So it's just a matter of putting out the effort. And if you don't make it, it's no big deal, because some people go, it's the snail and the tortoise. I mean, the rabbit and the
Yeah,
rabbit.
rabbit and the hare.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Rabbit and the
You know,
tortoise.
if you make it over time. In fact, on the Monday night meeting on Zoom for the corporate call, they introduced a couple from Idaho that made silver the tortoise way. They took, and they've got, I think they said they already had 3 silvers in their group and even a gold in their group before they eventually made silver. So it can
amazing.
happen. It's just persistence, basically.
Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. So one of the things I just want to just kind of go through a quick refresher here of our benefits, and I call this the Wheel of Fortune. And it starts with the Sound Money Wallet, which we introduced to you at the beginning. One of the industry leading technologies that 7K brought into being. We have the Autosaver program, probably what we're most known for. We even have a 7K healthcare program for those who need healthcare. And very important here, we noted dealer direct pricing, no middlemen. You're dealing directly with the dealers directly to the mint. We have the 7K rare coins. Now we call these coin drops. These occur 2-3 times a month or so. And it can be a single coin or it can be multiple coins that happen.
That's the fun part, isn't it? Yeah.
This is a lot of fun. They drop a code which you have to put into your website so that you can access the buying platform to be able to purchase these coins. So some of these coins, like the Roman coins, as you can imagine, these are in coin drops and they disappear in less than a minute. So it's
Gotta
fun.
be nimble. Gotta be nimble.
Yeah, you have to be nimble. And then we have, of course, 1099 tax advantages. You're in business for yourself. Obviously, there's tax advantages for being in business. And you can take that up with your tax professional. We also partner with a gold-backed IRA, so you can invest silver and gold into your IRA for your retirement. 7K Advantage this happens to be an app that actually gives us over 800,000 ways to save. And, some of the big ones are travel and restaurants that I've utilized it for and Ed's utilized it for. We use it on our that trip to Salt Lake City for sure. We were in a strange city, and it was great because we were able to find restaurants we wanted to check out. So it was perfect for that. And then we have residual income for a lifetime. And now this is important because this is what we talk about with legacy. You can build a willable business, for your family. So that's something to consider. And then of course, e-commerce sales, anybody that visits your site and purchases retail, you get a percentage of those sales.
Paul,
And I know you wanted, go ahead.
Point on number 9, the last in that bracket there, the last sentence there, I kind of like that one. Some members acquire all of their precious metals with their qualified commissions.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen for everybody. And I would like to make another point on this too. People join with the idea of building a big team, but sometimes life gets in the way. I mean, things happen, right? And this is the only company, this is the best comp plan I've ever seen. This is the only company I've ever been in that if life gets in the way and for whatever reason you do not build a team, where maybe it takes you longer to build a team than you thought it would be, well, guess what? As long as you're accumulating coins, you're still getting ahead. That's what's neat about this. If you're accumulating coins, whether you do it on the coin drops, whether you do it in the monthly saver, monthly auto shipments, auto savings, or whether you're putting money periodically into the Sound Money Wallet, what's happening? You're gaining. You're building a legacy because you're gaining assets. And that's very good.
Yeah, and there's another benefit that's not even in this wheel that we talked about, and that's stack and sell.
Yeah.
And that company and that platform was developed, or at least instigated and helped developed by 7K Metals. So it's just another tremendous benefit that 7K has put together. So what I'm going to do is I want you to ask yourself these questions. How would it feel to know you had control over your financial future? And how would your life be different if you had more time, more money to do what you love? See, too often we quit dreaming as we get older, don't we? And these are questions that you really need to ponder. And these are certainly possible within what we've offered you here. So we want to get back to those questions we started with. Is it simple? Well, I say it's as simple as save, share, and earn. And it doesn't get much simpler than that, because we are an asset-driven company. Remember that, okay? How many companies can say that? I don't know of another one. I mean, unless they're in gold and silver, of course, but that's about it. Does it work? Yeah, well, hopefully we've demonstrated that to you. And will I get assistance? Well, hopefully in our conversation about the compensation plan, we demonstrated that, because it's the only way for any of us to grow within our compensation plan is to assist our fellow members. And can I do it? Well, I think the answer to that is a resounding yes, because what we want to do is help you rank up to bank up to build your legacy. So here's your game plan. It's pretty simple. Become a professional inviter to this webinar. We give you the times and links, and we do this every Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. At least that's what we've scheduled for now to the end of the year. You can let us do the telling and sharing for you. We even tell your prospect to let you know which package they want to get started with, and then simply follow up with your prospect and get them started and teach them these 4 steps. It's as simple as that. So this is a question we get. Does it, it's probably just still swirling around in your head. Does it really work? So actually some real life testimonials here that I want to play for you.
I'm Lottie Bronson. I'm from San Joaquin, Utah. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and 7K Metals was introduced to me just a couple months back. After it was introduced, literally just a couple days after that, my husband called me and said, Lottie, I have no idea how we're gonna pay rent. Like, we are out. And is there any way, what can we do? And I threw myself into 7K Metals. I decided to fully invest myself, and in a matter of 4 weeks, we brought in $5,000. And that was really exciting. It was life-changing.
So I've been in a lot of other network marketing companies, and my husband has always been kind of annoyed that we get all these products that we don't use and we don't care about. And one of the best things was that you can't really say you don't want gold and silver piling up on your shelf for 20 years. I'm definitely okay with that.
I'm a dreamer. One thing I found out about being a dreamer is that dreams are usually bigger than your budget. And so you're always looking for that extra $1,000, $2,000 to kind of bring that dream to become a reality. And a friend introduced me to 7K Metals, and because of the early success I've seen with 7K Metals, I'm able to bring a lot of those dreams that I put on the back burner, bring them back to the front burner, turn the flame back up, and dream again.
It's very rare to find a company that has a product that everybody wins. And in 7K Metals, we have a win-win-win scenario. And here's what I mean by that. Whether you're just collecting your assets of gold and silver on a weekly or monthly basis, or you're building a team, at the end of the day, you have a product that 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's gonna always have value, and I love that.
Since I've been involved with 7K Metals, in the 8 weeks that I've been with the company, I have earned $7,000. That's made a huge difference for me.
What I love most about 7K Metals is the product. It is nice to get stuff that comes to your door on a monthly basis that's precious metals. Silver coins coming month after month is a whole lot better, in my opinion, than a lotion, a potion, or a pill. Something that's going to expire or go rancid, and in 2 years you're going to be kind of ticked off when you walk in that spare bedroom and see it piling up on your shelf. So I can't say enough about the program, but I also can't say enough about the product.
My husband and I, we've worked on other projects before where we've made a lot of money personally, but sometimes we've had challenges helping other people make money. And in this company already, 30 people that we've invited into this company have already made money in less than 8 weeks. I would just invite you to check it out. Check out 7K Metals. It is awesome.
So that pretty much tells the story, and you heard some of these people talk about what we call being garage qualified. And I would say our solution beats the alternative. So it doesn't take too much of what do you think, Ed? Which picture do you prefer here?
Sign me up for the shiny objects on the right.
Yeah, exactly. Makes more sense, doesn't it? Well, the question is, will you join us in our mission? So we're going to ask you to get back to the person who introduced you, pick up a membership package, and get started with us today. But before you go, we have some bonuses. For those of you that are joining us, we offer you the 7 Steps to Freedom guide. Now, what is this? This is a step-by-step guide to creating total freedom in business and in life. And this is really 7 hours of top-notch video instruction to help you launch your business. And it's from this young man here by the name of Vic Strice, who happens to be actually a executive presidential with the company. We are in his group. And because of that, you get this for not any of those dollar prices you see there. This is absolutely free to you. We do have a template which we will hand out once you get signed up with 7K Metals, so that you can access the 7 Steps to Freedom training. And in addition to this, Vic is also producing what we call the 7K Success Challenge and the 7K Funnel for all of us, no charge. This is part and parcel to being part of his group and our group. So anyone that you would bring into the organization also gets these same bonuses and benefits. So, and that's coming.
So we're saying that not only is the 7K deal good, but now we're got a way to really help people build it.
Exactly. Yep. And this is going to be very, very unique. And I know right now that's just words. I will tell you this. Vic has been at the top of 2 network marketing companies I know of, was #1 distributor in both, and he's literally made millions. You can Google him online. You'll see where he ranks all time as an all-time moneymaker. And he is probably the most absolute genius I've ever seen with marketing funnels and recruitment and traffic. And that's the key to success, especially in network marketing and affiliate marketing. So with that said, our mandatory disclosure here, which says the earnings of these associates in this income disclosure are not necessarily representative of income, if any, of the 7K Metals associate can or will earn through his or her participation in 7K Metals compensation plan. These figures should not be considered as guarantees or projections of actual earnings or profits. Any representation or guarantee of earnings would be misleading. Success with 7K Metals results only from successful sales efforts, which require hard work, diligence, and leadership. Your success will depend upon how effectively you exercise these qualities, and that holds true for just about any business. So with that, Ed, if we got any questions, we can go over that.
No questions.
All right. Otherwise, thanks